Right, I want you to walk to the right.
In the age of austerity, this social care centre in Liverpool found itself sheltered from the storm. The City Council's budget has more than halved in 9 years. Services here have been protected, but elsewhere 2,500 council staff have been let go.
There's been cuts to every service right across the council, which is affecting the services that we get from people, the kind of support that they need from local authorities when it's necessary. So it's just really difficult.
The Chancellor of the Exchequer...
Enter a new Chancellor with a new agenda. Sajid Javid has announced the fastest increase in public spending for 15 years.
We are turning the page on austerity and beginning a new decade of renewal. A new economic era needs a new economic plan, and today we lay the foundations.
Next year, the government says it will spend almost £13.5 billion more than it previously planned. As expected, there's extra money for the NHS, schools, police and prisons. In real terms, the Department of Health, the Department for Education, the Home Office and the Ministry of Justice will see their budgets rise significantly. Spending on local government will also increase, with a £1 billion grant for adult and children's social care.
This is the end of austerity in the sense that all government departments are going to experience real terms budget increases next year, and that's something that many of them have not had over the past 8 years. But those increases next year won't go anywhere near reversing the cuts that many areas such as the Ministry of Justice and local government have seen since 2010.
Sajid Javid says he can afford to borrow more for public spending because the public finances are strong and the economy is growing. Except it's not clear the economy is growing. And things could take a turn for the worse in the event of a no-deal Brexit. Tonight, though, the Governor of the Bank of England said an abrupt departure from the EU would do less damage to the economy than the bank had previously suggested. In a letter to MPs, Mark Carney said improvements in preparedness mean that the appropriate set of assumptions to underpin a worst-case scenario would now be less severe. The bank now says in extremis the UK economy would contract by 5.5% in the event of no deal rather than 8%, although that's still a major recession.
Fix yourself back.
The cheques that the Chancellor has written today are probably good for a year, but beyond that, who knows? As ever, much depends on Brexit. Joel Hills, News at 10.